Hi, and welcome along to my video log on um, empowering your employees to challenge the status quo. And really, in this blog, what we're going to chat about is why you should consider that as a as an imperative thing that your business should be doing. Okay, so we all know that business is a competitive environment, not only competitive on the outside but competitive on the inside. And the more competitive and the more creative and innovative you have within your business, the more competitive you will be out in the marketplace. So, and the key things that we want to talk about here is why you should challenge, or why you should empower your employees to challenge the status quo. I always like to think of the status quo. My definition for the status quo is that it's a creeping death for your business. The status quo, maintaining things as they are, it's it's where stagnation sets in. It's how things start to gradually grind back, and you lose the creativity, you lose the innovation that is needed for your business to continue to grow and to thrive, and for you to attract the best and most talented employees. Um, I think I read one time about Pierre Nanterme, the CEO of Accenture at the time. He wrote about overhauling the performance review system in Accenture, because what he saw was that the performance review system actually, discouraged the the creativity in the organization. It promoted the status quo. The performance reviews were carried out by people who wanted to protect the status quo to onto people who wanted to change the status quo and to challenge it and do things newer and faster and better. So he decided, well, look, this has to go. He looked at his millennial based workforce at the time and said, look, these guys are creative, they're innovative, they're hungry, they want to do better, they want to do well, they want to improve how things are done. So that was his reason for getting rid of performance reviews or overhauling them in the company. So in order to think about the status quo and challenging it where you work, I want you to look around your company and think of these two types of people. First of all, there are your disruptors and there are your guardians. So have a think first about the disruptors. Who are they? Most likely, these are your talented and creative employees. These are your employees who are looking to improve, who are looking to disrupt how things are done, to do their job better and quicker, to make changes for the good. They want to do good things for your business. They want to have a good career. They're more likely to include a lot of your younger workforce who are trying to make their mark in life. Okay, and then think on the other side, who are your guardians? Well, they're more likely to be the people that have been there a long time. Maybe they're not as hungry anymore. Maybe they want to protect the status quo. Maybe they don't want to do things that much differently anymore. Maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, they were a disruptor, but possibly not now. Not all the time. That's not a carte blanche stereotype. You have to look and see how they react and behave and how they deal with change. A lot of these guys, the guardians, are more likely, you know, they're protecting their own interests really. They want an easy run for the rest of their career. They live in past glories basically. They've got their laurels earned, and they're maybe too happy to sit on them. And it's not that they don't like change. They fear it. They fear it for maybe that it'll show them up as not being up to delivering that change anymore. And it'll also, they'll fear the disruptor. They'll see the disruptor as a challenge and as something to be stopped and managed and discouraged. Okay, so you've got those. Who do you want working for you? Who do you want to have the freedom of expression in your company? Who do you want to be able to do a really good job for you? Yes, you want your guardians to look after some areas of your work, but you'll also want to promote your disruptors and encourage them to actually change, innovate, be creative, identify the problems, identify what's slowing your business growth down or what's maybe potentially going to slow it down in the future, to be as proactive as possible and to suggest those changes. Not unfettered. You don't have to give people unfettered access to making change within a loosely managed way. Don't stymie them. Certainly do not hand the management of your disruptors to your guardians, because it'll be back to what Pierre and Term experienced in Accenture. The guardians will disempower your disruptors. They do not want that change. They fear it, and they fear the disruptors' hunger for it. So have a look to see who those people are in your organization. Identify your disruptors and identify how you can best implement and use their hunger for change and the hunger for improvement, and how you can best maximize the resources of your guardians as well. Obviously they carry a lot of value as well for your organization. Just don't let them slow down progress. Okay, you want to keep your disruptors, they need to feel the achievement of improvement, and that's where you need to empower them. Thank you very much.